A freelancer in the UK just won a court case and she paid, wait for it, £400. The other side had a solicitor and a barrister, yet she won. Now, and most importantly, she didn't have a single lawyer pre-trial handling her case. I'm Meg Baymanton. I am a AI legal tech builder, and I'm also the founder of ILG. And I want to talk to you why this story has been playing through my mind all week. Now, I want to talk to you about an individual called Tamirez. She is a freelance HR consultant, and there was a hospitality business allegedly that owed her $7,000 for work that she had completed. Now, she tried to resolve it, and they didn't engage in that process. So, what did she do? She turned to a company called Garfield AI. Now, for those of you who don't know who this company is, they are the UK's first law firm that has been regulated by the SRA, the Solicitors Regulation Authority, that operates almost entirely through artificial intelligence. Yes, I didn't stutter. AI. Garfield's AI drafted her pre-action demand letter, prepared her court filings, and it wrote her witness statements. Now, the other side responded, of course, with a counterclaim and brought their own solicitor and barrister. And what happened? The case went to Wandsworth County Court in May. The usual things played out: witnesses, cross-examination, and a judgment. And guess what? She won the full $7,000. Yes, she did. And the court dismissed the counterclaim. She paid £400 in Garfield fees. Now, Garfield founder, well, one of them, called it the first trial ever won by an AI lawyer against human legal opposition. I've been a lawyer for years, and my first reaction was, oh, well, this is great, right? Because more access to justice, this is going to be a good thing. But also, it's a little strange. I remember being a trainee and learning and cutting my teeth on the letters and the filings and the witness statements and, yes, the exhibits bundle. But this is now no longer part of legal practice, it seems. You see, for me, that was what the foundation of litigation was. But now we've just got AI who apparently can put this all together and still win against qualified human lawyers. I mean, part of me really does want to focus on the fact that, look, we have an individual that couldn't afford to pay the usual traditional kind of legal fees that is normally involved in these type of cases. And when you're balancing legal fees versus pursuing a debt of 7,000, sometimes economically it just doesn't make sense for you to then incur those fees when the debt is so small. So in the end, they end up writing off money that they're owed because the legal system for them feels a little bit expensive and maybe even too complicated to engage in. I'm actually, a fan of seeing change in that way. But the uncomfortable thing for me is, for years we've been charging thousands, hundreds, thousands, depending on how complex the case is, for legal work. Is that something that we can now continue to do now that we've seen that AI can go in there, do a similar piece of work, and win against humans? For those of you who are trying to get into law or maybe already junior lawyers, I want to tell you something. For me, this doesn't mean that AI is going to come in and replace your work, right? Despite all the headlines around this particular case. What it's doing is replacing elements of legal work that is systematized. What's going to be key for you is the other stuff, the judgment, the client relationships, the commercial thinking. And that, if I was a junior lawyer today, would be what I would be thinking about. So all is not lost. That's my take on the story. I'll see you next Sunday.